Miller-Meeks.
Thank you very much, Chairman Bost, for holding this meeting. Thank you to all of our witnesses. As a 24-year military veteran, married to a 30-year military veteran whose father was Air Force, 5 of her siblings were either in the Army, the Air Force, or the Marines. I thank you all for your service and the ability for you all to be here, defend our democracy, and allow us to actually have this hearing today on what we're doing for our veterans and the debt of gratitude that we owe them. Let me just ask a question. Are you all glad the kiosks are coming back? It's one of the times when people in Washington, D.C. don't listen to their veterans, plan a program, and then find out that it backfires on them because what they thought was a good idea really wasn't a good idea for the population that we serve. I've heard a lot about them, so we're glad that the VA has reconsidered. Ms. Mathis, let me also thank you for mentioning the Fox Grant program. It's a program that the bill that I'm sponsoring as a chair of the Health Subcommittee, one of those things that it's very important, and your mentioning of the peer-to-peer support. And I say this, we have a Quad City Veterans Outreach Program in Davenport, Iowa. So these are veterans serving veterans or family members of veterans serving veterans who has done a great job in allowing a platform for veterans to come and just talk to other veterans. And I thank you for underscoring the importance of that. And then Mr. LaCourcive, you mentioned on suicide prevention and how challenging it is. And can you ask or tell us, what other things do we need to do in Congress to help you all? And did you think it was appropriate? We had a health subcommittee hearing here and found out that the VA did not consider residential mental health care or residential substance abuse disorder treatment to fall within the 30-day window or 40-mile window of the Mission Act. And so these patients were refused. Did you think that's something that helps us to deter, suicide and also treat PTSD or substance use disorder?
Doctor, thank you very much for that question. As we did mention earlier, the American Legion, we truly do care about every life of a veteran and the care and well-being. Suicide is something that we truly take to heart, and we're trying to monitor that. But to give a direct answer to you, I'd like to turn it over to Director Cole.
Well, thank you, Commander. I think in our testimony and the American Legion's efforts in Be the One, there are several changes. I think the Fox Grant program is a great example of a program that gives resources to local and state-level organizations that may not be suicide prevention per se, but they help attack those upstream problems that financial assistance that I mentioned earlier. I think programs like that, but I also think that the American Legion thinks that we should look at suicide prevention just differently. Right now, the Office of Suicide Prevention is housed within the VHA and mental health, and the VA says it's their #1 clinical priority when we know that there are a lot of things at the Veterans Benefits Administration that directly touch on a veteran's spiral to a crisis point. So there are several recommendations that we have. We're happy to follow up and work with your office to address this problem.
Thank you very much. I know my time's expired, but let me just say I thank all of the VSOs and all of you here for being our eyes and ears on the ground. And the number of lives you've saved from suicide among our veterans is uncounted and unknown. So thank you very much. I yield back.